connection with Earl Lovelace, of course, is from his literature, from his novels. We both come from the same place, from Trinidad. But also, Earl lives in Toko, and when I was a little girl, that's where we spent all our Christmases and August holidays in Toko. Did you know that?
No.
This is good, all right.
And then I happened to be in Trinidad when Trinidad was celebrating his birthday. I'm not
70th.
Okay, you said the number. I won't tell you how long ago that was. And it was incredible. It was an incredible thing. They started from the university, went all the way to Toko, and then the Baptist shouters came out and did something right there under the shops. Then we went to your house. It was an incredible event with lots of people traveling and so on. Just by accident I came in there. However, I will do some formal introduction. You know him as a novelist. You may not know he's also a playwright. He's also a journalist. He's also a short story writer. He studied at Howard University and got a master's degree in English from Johns Hopkins University. He was visiting writer at the International Writing Program at the University of Iowa. He taught at Federal City College. He taught at the University of the West Indies in St. Augustine. He taught at Wellesley College. He taught at Pacific Lutheran University in Tacoma, Washington. I name is some. I'm going to name some of his novels. While Gods Are Falling, many of his novels are used in the schools in the Caribbean. The Schoolmaster, The Dragon Can't Fly, Drags, which just happens to be my favorite. The Wine of Astonishment, Salt. The book we are going to talk about today is just a movie. While Gods Are Falling won the British Petroleum Independence Award. He also won the Pegasus Literary Award for outstanding contributions to the arts in Trinidad and Tobago. His novel Salt won Best Book Commonwealth Prize Award. His current novel, It's Just a Movie, won the Grand Prize for Caribbean Literature from the Regional Council of Guadeloupe. He is now the finalist for the Bocas Prize in Trinidad, and one prize is given for all the literary arts, and I'll put some money on it that he's going to be the one. He has several plays. I'll just mention a couple: Justina's Calypso, The Reign of Anansi, Jobel and America. He has been awarded the Guggenheim Fellowship. He's also been awarded a National Endowment for the Humanities Fellowship, a Chacona Medal, the gold, not the silver or the bronze, from the government of Trinidad and Tobago. He has an honorary doctorate of letters from the University of the West Indies in St. Augustine, Trinidad and Tobago, and we can continue, but I'm sure you want to hear his voice. And so I'm going to turn this over to Earl Lovelace, who's going to read a bit from It's Just a Movie.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Elizabeth, and thank you very much, Quincy and Margaret, for having me here. I see I have some, I was going to say old friends, but let me say friends. Friends, I've seen Kashka here from when I was in Federal City College years ago, you know. Bass, who was the right wing on the team I played football for, you know. Right, I see Mervyn. Right, I see RG is not here as yet. All right, I know you would be late. Right. Right. So I'm going to read a little bit from this book. Is Just a Movie, and I think I'll read the part Is Just a Movie, which other people might have heard, you know, but will facilitate the discussion. Right after Carnival, a fella from America come down here to Trinidad, say he making movies in the island. Big announcement, big write-up, front page, he building up the movie industry. Big talk, local talent wedded to foreign technology, the set of shit you hear already. But with the help of the government and the business community, the movie gets underway. Page 21. Right. They have auditions. I set out to go. As a well-known composer and singer of calypso, a real calypsonian, not just a fellow who sings other people's songs, I don't expect a problem. I will show them. Forget calypso, I will be a movie star. So I go down at the cab where they're picking people for the parts. Stanley, Errol, Claude, Wilbert, Ralph, fellas who act with the theater workshop, all of them there. Fellas from the strolling players, best village people, the talent. The fella from America, he have his people, foreign industry, that he bring with him. They give all of us a little test, the audition, to recite from a literary work. Ralph do something from Hamlet, the big speech, to be or not to be. Errol do something from Derek Walcott's Dream on Monkey Mountain, the great macaque speech. Sirs, I am 60 years old. I have lived all my life like a wild beast in hiding. And I do for them a piece. I do for them a piece of my midnight rubber speech. My name is Kankala, maker of confusion, recorder of gossip, destroyer of reputation, revealer of secrets. In the same skin I am villain and hero, victim and victor. I reduce the powerful by ridicule. I show them their absurdities by parody. I make their meanings meaningless and give meaning to meaning. I am the Dame Lorraine, presenting in caricature the grotesque of the wicked, the deformity of the stupid, the absurdity of Tuscany. I show the oppressors themselves mishappen, grow toto, grow titi, grow bondage. Yes, I portray the big stones man, a bag of boulders bulging from my pants. I am the big-foot, sore-foot man, the big-bottom, big-breasted woman. I am the dispenser of afflictions. I dance bongo on top the graves of the mighty. Yes, Kankala is my name. But I was born again by a slip of the tongue when one night in the Calypso tent as I am preparing to sing my song, the master of ceremonies introducing me decided to make his announcement with an American twang. He said, ladies and gentlemen, this is the song and this is your singer, King Kala. So suddenly in the interstice, or shall I say the interspluce of this mispronunciation of Kankala, brought on by this Trinidadian fellow wanting to sound American, calling Kang King, I was reborn to a new vision. I had to find new histories to write, ignored heroes to celebrate. I began afresh to sing. I became the poet of the revolution. Marvelous, the director say, you fellas have talent. Talent, yes, so they pick me. So I have this role. The role they give me, the same one they give the locals, is a role to die. Local talent, our role is to die. The rest of the people they bring from America, they is the stars, the ones that have lines to speak, lives to live in the movie, of course. Go to read what the newspapers have to say, you would swear I had top billing. Local Calypsonian featured in foreign movie. Yes, and now when I walking the road, people looking at me, they featured, pointing me out to their friends. Woman who never talked to me, waving at me, going out of their way. They come and ask me for my autograph. Nice woman. Local movie star, me. So I get this job to die. It's a kind of jungle picture with a river in it and a trail and a rope bridge and a love story. And natives with headdresses of colored feathers, their splendid bodies bare except for grass skirts, carrying guana packs over the mountains, and they have donkeys. I mean, we have donkeys. Some of us told the loads on the head. Around us is the enemy, another warring tribe, in the bushes, crawling on their bellies, shooting with expert marksmanship. They just shoot you and you're supposed to fall. These shooters are missing at all. The script. When you're a little boy and you're playing stick 'em up, the shooter does miss a few times at least before he connects. It is part of the convention of the game. The shooter shoots, you fall or dodge the bullets and make your escape. And since it is not real, since it is make-believe, it is left to you to confirm his marksmanship by agreeing to be wounded or shot dead. There is a certain give and take, reasonableness, like in a fiction, rooted in the idea that life gives everybody a chance, right? That leaves everybody satisfied, whether you are the one shot or the one doing the shooting. The shooter must miss a few times, since it is quite fatal when he connects. But here in this movie, the fellas who shooting, they're not missing at all. The only people who they're missing is the fellas from the States. The stars. Their lives are charmed, they're all say smiling, talking about the stars. Their lives are charmed. Earl is an actor who looked on at the rebellion of 70 and kept his distance. He feels deeply. So much of life pains him and delights him. He is alarmed, astonished, outraged, and for him that is enough. I mean, he doesn't feel the need to go beyond feeling to action. His job is to feel, to bear witness with his heart. He emerges less a moral superior than a barometer of emotion. Now he had taken grief to a new height. His words sound like poetry. His laughter is deepest pain. Their lives are charmed. I going over this ravine on a rope bridge. Blam, 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 shots all around. Fellas falling, except fellas from the States. All around me, fellas falling left and right, blap, 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 like flies. Like how you see natives fall in a Tarzan picture. As the people shoot, they fall in, they drop in dead just so. Then I get shot. Even in a movie, I don't want to die on a rope bridge with Bonaparte on my back. But that is the script. If they shoot you, you have to die. That's what they pay me to do, to die. I get shot, I hold my shoulder wounded and I scramble across the bridge and blam, they shoot again and I start to fall. I have to fall. But something holding me back, my conscience, my pride, something is not right. And I look across at Stanley and Earl and them for a cue how to die. Since they are experienced actors, real actors. But Stanley and Earl, all of them, all these fellas, good men, good actors, they're just falling down and dying just so. And I'm in confusion, looking at them fall, thinking how could an actor, a man like Earl, fall so? But wait, I see when it hit me what was happening. Wait. What is this? And for a moment I am torn. I don't want to upstage Earl and Stanley and them. But same time there's a voice in my mind shouting, no, I ain't falling so. I can't follow them, I ain't dying so. No man, no. Even when I was a kid playing stick 'em up and I get shot, I composed my dying like a poem. There was poetry in my dying. When I get shot and I start to die, I hear the theme music of the movie. I turn to the bite of the bullets. My knees buckle. My hands reach out and I hold on for the last little piece of the world, the sky, the air. My eyes open and I fill them with the wonder of trees, singing birds in the verandas of their branches, the roar of women in the marketplace, the noise of children at the playground, people quarreling, lovers undressing each other. I move into a dance, feeling the blood of life leaving my head. I breathe in the fragrance of ripe guavas turning to the smell of crushed Karali leaves, hearing the last drum roll, cymbals crashing, seeing the lights growing dim, waves beating onto the shore, fish leaping silver. That was when I was a little boy playing. Dying was a performance. I was at the center of my own dying. Now here was I, a grown man in a real movie, and I was dying like an ass, like a fool. And I actually see myself beginning to fall, following the lead of fellas who I respected. I see myself falling when out of the corner of my eye I glimpsed this man. One of our fellas gets shot. And this man flings up his arms as if he is lifted by the shot. And he holds them spread out there above his head like a stick fighter whose charge is arrested by his parrying of a blow. And he sways, stretching them away from his body like he crucifying a cross. Or like his carnival day and he playing a big mass, a big hooray of a wild Indian, the rise of Montezuma or something, with a teepee for a headpiece, the tassels on the sleeves of his jacket hanging down like a curtain of fern, his cape spread out behind him, the music blaring, da-da, 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 and he in front of the audience in the savannah, and he's training to hold the headpiece, to hold it steady to prevent it from toppling, and he remained balanced there for an eternity. Then he sink down slow to his knees, his hands on his heart, the blood leaking out his chest, his eyes gazing at the ground with that look that those paintings show Columbus and Cortez and those conquistadores have in their eyes when they're about to kiss the ground of the land that they just discover and conquer and claim in the name of Isabella, the Queen of Spain. But this fellow's eyes is not an ocean of arrogance. They don't have in them the greed or bombast. In them is the piety, the awe, the pity, as if just as he was discovering the land, discovering life, he had to leave it. I applauded him. There was the death. I would have died. The man dying so magnificently, the author of that extravagant and magnificent dying was Sonny Boy. Inspired, I fling out my arms too in the beautiful movements of the dance of my childhood and begin the exquisite choreography of my dying. Cut, the director said. Cut it. Because the director don't like how we dine at all. He doesn't like it. And even the fellas there, the same fellas, my countrymen who go through a boyhood like my own, and who should know, who must know the conventions of the shooting game, the same very fellas looking at me and Sonny Boy as if we commit some kind of crime. The quality of our dying is an embarrassment to them. We dying too slow. We're wasting too much of the white people's time. Too extravagant, or else it's too colorful.